Senator Maina, first of all, does the finance bill get to the Senate? No?
Well, the finance bill first will be dealt with at the National Assembly.
Does it cross to the Senate?
No.
No, now, the finance bill will be under the National Assembly. But I want to say this first of all. When Kenya Kwanza got the mandate, together with President Ruto and his deputy, to run this nation, it was based on certain undertakings that the cost of living would be brought down. And that commitment has not changed. What we have, Sam, today is an opposition that drives a narrative so hard, and will push a small issue, reverse it to what they want Kenyans to hear, and then continue deceiving Kenyans until the day the truth comes out. And I want to say this. First of all, the finance bill is a proposal that is subject to discussion both by all the stakeholders, including the citizens of this country. And it's good they're giving the feedback on the many issues that they feel need to be tackled. But I want to highlight one issue. Right. For instance, the misleading that is being done by the opposition on the affordable housing. Because when you have a glass of water, half a glass of water, you can choose to see the half empty or the half full. Sam, you are a witness in Kenya and in many countries in Africa. Africans troop to the jurisdictions that are in the West, talking about how the governments have covered and cushioned their citizens, providing housing, providing, support when there are difficult situations like what we saw in COVID situations. Different nations reacted differently based on how much reserve they have in their social kitty. Sam, our constitution provides Article 43, which talks about progressive realization of economic and social rights. Now, what the president has done with this affordable housing, and this is what I'm calling half a glass of water vis-a-vis half a glass of, it's half empty, it's half full. They choose to see the 3% levy that you be put in towards supporting affordable housing. What is the purpose of that affordable housing? We should aim at reaching a situation, Sam, where a Kenyan who doesn't even have a job can be told by the government, we can cushion you for 6 months with a house as you sort out your issues. So what we have is what I would call affordable housing. But they are looking at the levy itself so that they are looking at the half empty. For instance, how much am I giving towards? Of course, the day you want to build a house for yourself or to buy a house for yourself, you take your salary, Sam, go to the bank and tell the bank, I have 2%. Can you add me 98%? I take a mortgage and I will repay that mortgage. The beauty about the housing levy is this. Taxation, once you pay tax, it's utilized by the government into the national budget. But the housing levy remains the benefit of the employee. How does it remain the benefit of the employee? If after 7 years you don't have a house and you want your levy back, did you know you can actually transfer that contribution? It moves into pension. It moves into a pension scheme or a scheme that then gives you an opportunity to have back the money that you contributed. But the narrative we are being told right now, Kenyans are being taxed more by 3%. No, it's a levy. Note this. It's a levy. It's a contribution. Possible? It's like a savings scheme. Let me explain so that we have it clear. Because when the truth comes, it sets you free. It is a levy which, if you end up contributing 100,000, that contribution can even be transferred to your beneficiaries later. Meaning what? After giving the 3%, an employer has given another percentage. You're not losing your money as an employee.
So do you stop contributing
that already, Sam.
Senator, just hold on. Do you stop contributing after the 7th year?
What is happening is this: when you are told you contribute up to 7 years for realization, Sam, of your benefit, it means from that point you can start realizing the benefits. It's like how you pay an insurance.
I'm asking a specific question. You've told me that after 7 years you can transfer it to your dependents or whoever is you want to send to, or someone who is qualifying for the affordable housing.
Yes.
So does it mean
now, Sam, this is
does it mean that in the 8th year you stop contributing?
you may not stop contributing because, for instance, it's an issue of if the benefit is coming back to you, the question will be how much have you contributed? How much are you being assisted? Because it's affordable housing by the government, Sam. How much have you contributed? How much has the employer contributed? How much has the government put in? So what I would say is that an accounting process of that housing unit is a technical issue that may need to have an actuary to give us the submissions.
Let me ask you this.
What we are saying is this.
Senator.
In the 7 years,
yes,
you start seeing the benefits of what you have sold into. And it's like a saving scheme. You are not losing money as an employee.
That's fine. But tell me this. So, paragraph 4 of, I think it's section 76 of the Act says that to receive their contributions in cash, provided that contributions paid out in cash shall be included in the contributor's taxable income for the year and be subjected to tax at the prevailing rates, rather. So, when you read that and knowing that this contribution will be coming from your payslip before tax. No. Actually, your salary will be taxed, so the pay will be deducted. Then they'll go ahead and deduct the housing levy, meaning this housing levy has already been subjected to tax. Why would you tax it again after 7 years?
Why has it been subjected to tax? First of all, it's a levy. It's a 3% levy.
That is what I'm saying.
It's a contribution.
Look, when you're paying your NHIF, you take your salary, the much it is, you deduct NSSF, then you're left with a taxable income. Out of that, you tax the pay. Then you deduct NHIF, and soon you deduct, if approved, you deduct housing levy. Meaning the housing levy has already been taxed, isn't it?
Yes.
So why would you tax that contribution after 7 years again?
I think it's an issue of discussion and debate, and an issue of agreeing. If it has already been taxed once, you may not have double jeopardy by taxing it twice. The reasonable thing to say. And that is why we are saying, and that's why we are saying, and that's why we are saying it's important for Kenyans to say, let's progressively discuss. Do we at some point as a Kenyan need to move from where I live, maybe in a very low income area, in a situation which is not too comfortable, to a place which is a little bit more comfortable, so that we are realizing housing. So that, Sam, the debate stops at people being cheated or tricked that, you're being taxed. You're not being taxed. It's a savings scheme.
It is a deduction from your disposable income.
Yes, it's like NSSF. It is something you are saving. It's like a saving scheme. You're not losing your money. Now, once you understand that, I think that energy of now driving Kenyans to feel desperate that they are being overtaxed eases, and we'll be having a proper conversation now to say, has it been taxed once? If it has been taxed once, you ask the legislators, don't tax me twice for the same amount. If it has been taxed. It's a conversation that Kenyans can open themselves up to. Some I'm not done because you've given all the time.
I'll come back to you, Senator. We're not having the show. Please,
let me say this.
Please note it down, Senator.
There is the UNGA.
Senator, please note it down. I'll come back to you.